Okay, now listen today's important questions of the thermodynamics. Okay, so here it is given internal energy of 20 grams of CO2 is U. Okay, if internal energy of 22 grams of CO2 is U, then internal energy of dash of CO2 is equal to how much? Okay, if internal energy of 22 grams of CO2 is U, then internal energy of dash of is equal to 4U. Okay, so sometimes the question may be in terms of the moles also. Options may be in terms of the moles also. Okay, so you have to remember one thing. Internal energy is not a extensive, is not an intensive property. It is an extensive property. Okay, but internal energy of a reaction, internal energy of a formation, they are all what? They are all intensive properties. Okay, delta U of a reaction is an intensive property. Okay, but U is not an intensive property. It is extensive property. It purely depends upon the quantity. Okay, so here quantity is changing. If 22 grams is equal to U, then how many grams is equal to 4U? Okay, so depending on the options, you have to change some options. If they are in moles, then 22 grams is equal to how much? 44 grams is the molecular mass. So 22 grams will be how much? 0.5 moles. Okay, so if 0.5 moles is equal to U, okay, then 4U will be 4 times of the 0.5. That time answer will be 4 into 0.5. That will be 2 moles. Okay, 2 moles. Because if they wanted to give it in the integer type question, that time moles may be there. Okay, so if the options are in terms of the mole, then you have to select this one. If options are there in terms of the grams, so 2 moles means 2 into 44, that is equal to 88 grams. Okay, 88 grams. Is it understood, students? So if internal energy of 22 grams, see here main problem is U is given. U is not a intensive property. It changes with change in quantity, directly proportional to quantity. Okay, so that's why this question answer is 88 grams are 2 moles. 88 grams are 2 moles. If it is given in volume also, 22 into 22.4 liters. So the question may be repeated. The question may be asked in terms of the volume, terms of the moles, terms of the mass. You should be able to answer according to the options. According to the options, you have to select the procedure. Is it understood? Next, very basic question. Just because of the confusion, okay, just because of the confusion, people are doing it wrong. Okay, a system absorbs 600 joules of heat. A system absorbs 600 joules of heat. Okay, absorbs means plus 600. Okay, absorbs. In the chemistry, always we think about the system. If something is added to the system, plus. If something is subtracted done by the system, then minus. Okay, everything here is as per the system only, not for any other thing. Okay, so it is plus 600 does the work. If it is doing work, then energy will be lost. System is losing, minus. System is gaining, plus. So minus 400. So answer will be plus 200. Answer will be plus sign only. It is not a difficult question. Okay. So here that question answer is plus 200. Okay. Very good question is there in the thermochemistry. If H2 plus half O2, H2 plus half O2, it is equal to H2O. Okay, it is in the liquid form. It is in which form? Liquid form. For this reaction, delta H is given as minus 286.2. How much it is given? Minus 286.2. Okay, and there is another reaction given, H2O liquid. What it is given? H2O liquid gives H plus plus OH minus, H plus plus OH minus. Simple, this is just a opposite process of the neutralization. Okay, that is just like hydrolysis only. Okay, hydrolysis, it is equal to 57.3. 57.3. Okay. Now he is asking delta E of ion. What is the question here? He is asking about the ionization. Okay, enthalpy of ionization. Okay, enthalpy of ionization of OH minus. OH minus equal to question mark. Okay, is it understood? In this question, two equations are given. What are those? Formation of water and ionization of water. But he is asking us ionization of OH minus. Is it understood? So here, what procedure you have to follow? Require uh, for getting ionization of OH minus ion formation of OH minus. Okay, so for this OH ionization of OH means formation of OH minus ion. Okay, so for this what we require, H2 plus half O2 is required. Okay, actually speaking it will be half H2 only. So this reaction value we want. What we want, half H2 plus half O2 gives OH minus. This reaction value he is asking. What is the question? Is it understood? But for easiness, I will find out H gives, because very important thing. Okay, recent IIT mains question after NTA took over. This is the mains question. This value is 0. Its value of ionization of H positive is 0. So writing it does not matter. Already this formation is 0. This formation is 0. This formation only we wanted to get. Okay. So for that, what you will do? You will simply, for getting this equation plus this equation. Okay. So once you use both equation, let us take this as equation 1, this as equation 2. To get this equation, when you add up these two will get cancelled, your resulting value will get. Okay, so just if you have idea that H plus formation is 0, okay, then this question is very much easy. Small points sometimes make a lot of difference. Okay, so if it is, value will be minus 286.2 and plus 57.3, and the difference you are going to get minus 228.9. 228.9. Okay, like this is the answer. Is it understood, students? So in this question, mainly you should remember that enthalpy of formation of H positive is 0, but OH minus is not. OH minus is how much? It is minus 228.9. Okay. Okay, this is the question. Molar enthalpy of fusion of water is 6.01 kilojoules per mole. Then entropy change at freezing point. Okay, so what is given? Delta S, he is asking. Enthalpy change delta H is equal to question mark. Okay, sorry, delta H is given. Understood? Delta H is given, delta S you have to find out. Is it understood question? Now here already I told you in my video lecture as second law of thermodynamics. In that second law of thermodynamics, I specially told you about the units. Okay, so for that concepts, if you wanted to revise it for the future exams, then you can go through all the theory and numerical. Every session is separately segregated. Okay, so it is a better way to revise it before the examination. Okay, 6.01 kilojoules. Okay, but normally I told you entropy change will be in joules and enthalpy change will be in the kilojoules. Okay, and especially at freezing point. If it is not at freezing point, then integration is required. At freezing point means equilibrium, that will be isothermal. Okay, so if it is a Q reversible isothermal, then formula will be delta S is equal to Q reversible and isothermal. Okay, this is isothermal and at freezing point reversible. Okay, divided by T, whatever the temperature it is maintained. Understood? So Q reversible will be 6.6010 when it is converted into joules. Okay, always you should make sure that the enthalpy should be in joules. Okay, temperature freezing point will be 273. So on simplifying, you will get answer in joules. Answer should be in the joules. Is it understood? This is about the 60. This is okay. This is an application of the uh, Hess's law. Okay, you are given with the three values, and by using them, you have to find out this value. Okay, so enthalpy of formation of C2H2 you have to find out. Okay, as I told you in the formation, what you should make sure only right side it puts C2H2. Okay, for that whatever the values are there, that should be written only with 1 mole only for 1 mole only. Okay, 1 mole of H2. Is it understood? For this, you have to use these equations. Okay, enthalpy of combustion. Enthalpy of combustion means C plus O2 gives CO2. This value is this one. Okay, H2 plus half O2. H2 plus half O2. In combustion, this should be 1 mole and H2O. For this value is given. And here, this is the equation representation. C2H2 plus O2 gives CO2 plus H2O. Okay. So here it is combustion. This should be 1 mole. Okay. And 2 carbon are there, 2 CO2, 1 hydrogen is there, 1. So 2 2 is 4 plus 1, 5. That means it will be 5 by 2 O2. This will be 5 by 2 O2. Understood? So this is the equation. Now here we want this 2C. 2C from where we will get first equation. Okay, equation 1 into 2. Understood? Plus H2, where from you will get equation 2 into 1. Only 1 mole required and 1 mole already available. Okay, and what is the next over C2H2? See here it is on the right side and we want it on the left side. Where we want? We want it on the left side. Okay, then what you will do? Minus. When you want to change the direction, plus to minus, right hand to left hand to right hand, simply multiply that equation with the third. Okay, so on simplifying you will form this equation. Okay, answer of this question will be equation 1 value into 2 plus equation 2 value into 1 minus equation 3 value. Okay. Okay, now question, in this question, bond enthalpy of hydrogen given, chlorine given, HCl is given. Okay, so once it is bond enthalpies are there, see, always they will be plus. That means he is given in terms of the energy required. Okay, in terms of the energy required. Energy required, therefore it is plus. And enthalpy of formation, very important thing is only 1 mole. For this, what you have to do? Half H2 plus half Cl2. Half H2 plus half Cl2. Okay. So in half H2 and half Cl2, half bond energy only required. And in this one, I think you people remember, if you are aware of the theory lectures of thermochemistry, I told you the it should be reactant minus product. This is the only place. This is the only place where reactant minus product will be used. In all other places, product will be initial, product minus reactant, but in this place, reactant minus product. Okay, so half into bond energy of H2, 435. Okay, plus half into bond energy of Cl2, 433. Reactant minus product is 431. Okay, so most probably you will get minus value, I think. Okay, here you will get minus value minus 92. On simplifying, how much you will get? Minus 92. Okay, so like this, bond energy of H, bond energy of Cl, and bond energy of HCl. Like that they are given. Okay, so by using these values, main thing you should remember, you can see in the options also, they are very confusing options. You will find mostly when this type of question comes, there will be options as a plus 92 also, minus 92 also. Okay, if you are making mistake, they are ready to give you negative marks. Like that, options are framed nowadays. Understood? So minus 92 is given. Okay, here you have to make 92 because students are in habit of product minus reactant. and most probably they will keep it as a plus 92 as a first option only. Okay, so that you should get the negative marks. So small points, chemistry appear to be very easy, but until unless you are not guided in that direction, you are going to, after writing exam also, you will not come to know that I have done well, and that time you will feel that you are going to score good marks. But because of this small remembering, small confusion, if you don't understand that reactant minus product are required when bond energies are given. These are bond energies. Okay. And one more mistake people do is plus 1 mole of HCl. H2 plus Cl2, they will write 2HCl. You will get some other answer. And sometimes that also will be there in the options. Okay. That's why you have to be very careful. Okay. Chemistry means more negative, appearing to be very easy. When students come out from the examination hall, when we ask them how you did it, they will say, very nice, sir. Good. I will score good marks, sir. But when result comes, are silly mistake. This is the main problem we are facing in the chemistry. Is it understood? So don't take it this subject as light because you understand this. Okay, that points are to be monitored in this bond enthalpy reactant minus product, but everywhere it is product minus reactant. Okay, is it understood, students? Okay. Okay, now listen carefully. In the question, in this question, 10 grams of argon. Here every word thermodynamics, most of them are feeling very difficult just because of the words. Okay, compressed. What does it shows? Work done on the system or work done by the system. Compressed means work done on the system. Okay, expansion means work done by the system, that will be negative. So it shows that work should be positive. Isothermal, reversible and argon. What does it, these values shows that you can use W is equal to plus nRT. Okay, if you want to use log, then it will be, if you want to use ln, then there is no problem. If we want to use log, then 2.303 nRT log, then V1 by V2. Is it understood, students? Okay. So here 2.303 and number of moles will be 10 divided by its molecular mass of argon is 40. And here you have to be very careful. Check for the options. Options are there in calories. Our question is asked in calories, then you put as a 2. If they are in kilojoules, 8.314. Understood? So let us take this as a calories. Then I will write as a 2. And temperature is 300 Kelvin, 27 degrees is given. Log V1. V1 is how much? 10 liter to 5 liter. Is it understood? Like this, you can get a correct answer. Is it understood? I think mostly options are there in, our answer is there in calories only. Okay. So V2 by V1. V2 by V1 you will use when you want answer to be minus. That time it will be expansion. That's why every word matters. Okay. Is it understood? See here, the beauty of this question is lies in the units only. Milligrams, milliliter is given. Okay, so whenever milliliters are given, 22,400. Okay, and here milligrams are there, immediately you should convert it into what? Grams. Is it understood? So if these many milliliter equal to this much, then 22,400 ml equal to how much? Okay, just to confuse you, all these alcohols, methyl magnesium, all these are deliberately included. Is it understood? Don't confuse with that. Any substance, if your clarity in the mole concept, very first chapter of the chemistry, if very first chapter of the chemistry, okay, so which says that any substance at STP, if it is a gas and occupies 22,400 ml, it is equal to 1 molecular mass, 1 gram molecular mass. Is it understood? Okay, see you, bye bye in the next session.